Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to be taking a look at Marvel Masterworks The Amazing Spider-Man Volume 21. Now this is the latest release of the Amazing Spider-Man title from the Marvel Masterworks collection. There is another one scheduled. After this, the Roger Stern run begins. I'm not going to get that one because I already have that run in the Roger Stern Omnibus. I believe it's out of print, so if you don't want to get the Omnibus from the third-party sellers off the collector's market, you can certainly collect those stories starting with the next volume of Marvel Masterworks, Volume 22. But this is where I'm stopping with The Amazing Spider-Man, at least for now, because I don't need to duplicate issues. But this is the regular retail cover. It is not the direct market variant cover. It covers issues 213 through 223 and annual number 15. Here's the spine. And there's the issues on the back. I don't think there are any key issues in this. The Spider-Man annual, the number 15, stars the Punisher and Dr. Octopus, and it is with art by Frank Miller. So, you know what, that's really cool. I don't know if it's a key issue, but it's cool that Frank was able to do that. These issues start out in February 1981 and go all the way through December of 1981. So we have a full year's worth of comics. This is the year 1981. There is an introduction by Dennis O'Neil, and he talks about the experience with comics at the time. And there we have The Wizard, issue 213. And as with all the Marvel Masterworks, you've got some really nice quality paper stock. Everything's been restored. It's just nice. Denny O'Neil does a lot of the stories here. John Romita Jr. and Jim Mooney did the art for this issue. This is the Frightful Four. So the artwork is nice. I think there's some good issues here. There may not be any fantastic, must-have key issues, but I do think there are some good stories in here. Madam Web comes back in issue 216. There she is. There we got Hydra Man and Sandman teaming up. Spider-Man 218. Man, comics were only 50 cents back then. I remember there was a time when I was a kid that for $10 I could get a lot of comics. Not that I always had $10. $10 was a lot of money for a little kid to have, but I do seem to remember thinking that. It's like, wow, I could get a lot of comics for $10. Here we go. Spider-Man and Moon Knight. For those that are interested, if you're a Moon Knight fan, I'm a Moon Knight fan. There is a Moon Knight Omnibus scheduled for release, I believe, in October 6th, I think. You can pre-order it from Amazon or many other online retailers. I'm really looking forward to that one because I like Moon Knight, so I'm glad he's in that issue. Like I say, I like the art overall. Good quality Spider-Man art. Oh, here we go. Here we go into the, this is the classic Annual 15 Spider-Man versus the Punisher. And here's Doc Ock's arms. Frank Miller's artwork. It's always good. It's always nice to see. I like this splash panel right here, splash page. It's a good picture. And then we get, let's see, where's the extras here? Well, this is all part of the annual. Just some of his gallery of his famous foes. Here's the extras. We've got pinup from Marshall Rogers, and then another one here by Keith Pollard and Randy Nebris. Frank Miller and Klaus Johnson, some original artwork. And just some thoughts from Frank Miller. Now, this was taken from the complete Frank Miller Spider-Man, so if you already have that book, then you already have this introduction. This was done in 1994, which is way before this was published. And then you've got a trade paperback cover right here. Spider-Man versus Dr. Octopus. Then the usual biography. So there aren't a whole lot of extras in this one, but it is a Marvel Masterworks, so sometimes they don't have a lot of extras in there. But overall, I'm happy with it. I think if you're an Amazing Spider-Man fan and you don't have these issues already in any format, either it's the floppies or the trade paperbacks, this one would be a good one to get. If you have the Roger Stern Omnibus, these issues go right into that Roger Stern Omnibus. Like I said, the very next volume, volume 22, will start with Roger Stern. So a new run starts at the end of this by Roger. So if you've got that omnibus, don't worry about this duplicating anything. It won't. It takes you right into that omnibus. So good timing on the issues. Very good. So thank you for joining me, and I'll see you soon.